Hi, I'm Ellen Munschauer, reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News, csbsju's weekly news show, filling you in on what's going on around campus. Today we are going straight to our reporter, Maddy Liapis, as she discusses the annual Christmas tree lightings on both campuses.
Thanks, Ellen. My name is Maddy Liapis, and I'm reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News. This year's St. Ben's annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony took place this past Tuesday on November 29th. The lighting of the Christmas tree is one of St. Benedict's oldest traditions. Bennies and Johnnies all come out and enjoy hot chocolate and cookies, while the choir sings. The Christmas tree is located in the center of campus at the mall, right outside the library. The St. John's tree lighting took place on Monday, November 28th in the Great Hall. This is the second year St. John's uses an artificial tree, so they can fill it with lights. The beautiful Christmas trees will be lit for the whole holiday season. This is a great time to get you and your friends in the holiday spirit. Make sure if you are unable to attend this year, you go and see this great tradition next year. This was Maddy Liapis reporting for Johnnie Bennie News. Back to you, Ellen.
Thanks, Maddie. Now let's go to Haylee Myren to see how our Blazer and Johnnies sports teams did this past weekend.
Thanks, Ellen. This is Haylee Myren reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News with this week's Sports Roundup. The College of St. Benedict's basketball team pulled an 88-52 win over Carleton on December 3rd. The Blazers are now 6-0 overall and 2-0 in the MIAC. This is the team's best start since the 2003-2004 season. All but two players scored for the Blazers on Saturday and shot nearly 57% from the field. The Blazers also went 25 for 36 from the line and had 16 rebounds and just 7 turnovers. Junior Nikki Fulkin missed just 2 shots all afternoon and led all scorers with a career high of 25 points. Junior Chelsea Getter finished with a career high of 18 points. Junior Morgan Merritt finished with 12 points, and first-year Alex Johnson finished with 9 points and 9 rebounds. The Blazers play Wednesday, December 7th at 7 p.m. against Augsburg College at Claire Lynch Hall. The Blazer hockey team suffered from a pair of MIAC losses. Gustavus beat CSB 3-1 in St. Peter on December 2nd. The Blazers fell again in a 3-2 loss to the Gusties at the Municipal Athletic Complex in St. Cloud on December 3rd. St. Benedict is now 2-5 overall and 0-5 in the MIAC. The Blazer hockey team plays Monday, December 5th at 7 p.m. in Eau Claire, Wisconsin to take on the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. The St. John's basketball team won its conference opener 62-45 over Carleton on Saturday, December 3rd at Sexton Arena. The Johnnies' next game is on Wednesday, December 7th in Minneapolis against Augsburg College at 7 p.m. The St. John's hockey team is now 6-4-2 overall and 3-2-1 in the MIAC. The Johnnies scored 3 unanswered goals in a 3-1 win over Gustavus Adolphus on Thursday, December 1st at the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center. St. John's then settled for a 2-2 tie on Saturday, December 3rd in St. Peter after the Gusties won the 3-round shootout 1-0. The Johnnies wrap up their 2016 portion of their schedule with a non-conference game at St. Scholastica Saturday, December 10th at 7 p.m. in Duluth. That's all for this week's Sports Roundup. I'm Haylee Myren with Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Back to you, Ellen.
Thanks, Haylee. And now we return once again to our reoccurring segment, 5 Things. 1. The annual Christmas dinner is at St. Ben's this Wednesday, December 7th. Remember to bring your student ID and ticket and to arrive 15 minutes before your seating time. Semi-formal attire is recommended. 2. JEC is sponsoring a holiday art night in Brother Willie's Pub Friday, December 9th from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. This fun artistic night will include make-and-take canvas paintings and do-it-yourself crafts and mini-me portrait-to-goes. 3. This week there are many opportunities to complete some FAEs. Tonight at 7:30 there will be a jazz ensemble and jazz combos concert. On Tuesday, December 6th, also at 7:30, there is a string ensemble performance, and on Sunday, December 11th at 2 p.m., there will be an orchestra concert. All of these events will be held in the Escher Auditorium. 4. On December 8th, attend the presentation Libraries in the Age of Google, led by Kathy Parker in the Alcuin Library from 4:15 to 5:30 p.m. This presentation intends to answer the question, what is the role of the library at a time when information is ubiquitous? It will also walk through the renovation in progress at the Alcuin Library and consider new ways the library sustains the mission and values of our institutions. 5. On Saturday, December 10th in the HCC, put the win in winter at the Holly Jolly Holiday Game Night sponsored by JEC. From 8 to 10 p.m., there will be games, prizes, music, and fun. Make sure you wear your favorite holiday sweater and to bring the spirit. Before we wrap up this week's show, we go to Maddie for this week's political segment.
Thanks, Ellen. This is Maddie Morris, and welcome back to the Election Breakdown, brought to you by the McCarthy Center. As President-elect Trump's inauguration date draws closer, his cabinet is starting to come together. Thus far, he has named secretaries for the Treasury, Health and Human Services, Education, Transportation, the Ambassador to the United Nations, and more. But perhaps most controversial right now is who will become Donald Trump's Secretary of State. Trump's statements on foreign policy on the campaign trail and since the election have made this position even more important, as this secretary will have the potential to steer Trump one way or another on foreign policy. The rumored top 4 candidates include 2012 presidential candidate Mitt Romney, former CIA Director David Petraeus, Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chair Bob Corker, and retired Marine Corps General John Kelly. Last week, Donald Trump also announced he is working on paperwork to officially hand over his businesses to his children so that there is no conflict of interest during his presidency. However, some critics argue this is not enough because there is still potential conflict of interest in his children sitting in on his meetings and phone calls with foreign leaders and cabinet members. We will see how this all unfolds in the coming weeks. Stay tuned for more updates leading to the inauguration. Be sure to attend 2 events this week relating to public policy. First, on Tuesday, December 6th, the International Affairs Club, Climate Action Club, and the McCarthy Center are co-hosting the Foreign Affairs Forum on Climate Change. The event starts at 4:45 p.m. in Quad 264 at SJU. A panel of students and faculty that recently attended COP22 in Marrakesh, Morocco, will lead the discussion on climate change mitigation and climate change policy moving forward. Second, the McCarthy Center is hosting the annual Year-End Look at the Economy on Thursday, December 8th at noon in the Founders Room of the Quad. Discussion will be led by economics professor Lewis Johnson, retired NPR editor-at-large Gary Eichten, and senior economics contributor Chris Farrell. All ages and majors are encouraged to attend both of these events. Check back next week for your election breakdown. This is Maddie Morris reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Back to you, Ellen.
Thanks, Maddie. For Johnnie Bennie Campus News, I'm Ellen Munschauer. Enjoy the rest of your week and make sure to tune in next time for our last episode of the semester.